turning the yarns in tow. Through Alberta's fields where the wild winds blow. Connie threads tales with Helen spin. Kim's got the tea, let the chatter begin. The Yabby-Yaks, they weave the sound of yarn and fibre all around. Knit one purl, one story's flow. Tales of stitches everywhere we go.
Welcome back to Yabby-Yaks podcast. Our names are a little different today. Today we have Squeaky Yak, because Helen has lost her voice courtesy of allergies. We have Sneezy Yak, as Connie is currently sneezing because of allergies. And Squinty Yak, because unfortunately I've been battling a headache today. And so, because Prairie Fibre Fest in Olds is coming up this Saturday, we can't wait. Saturday, June the 13th at the Pomeroy Hotel in Olds. We thought we'd talk a little bit about what's going to happen there, as well as Worldwide Knit and Public Day that is also on Saturday, June 14th.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Have you
but
ever
start
knit
out with some,
Squeaky
I
here?
was, go ahead.
Have you ever knit in public on the Worldwide Public before?
Yes. The first time I did Worldwide Knit and Public Day, it was actually on the LRT in Edmonton.
Oh,
And a couple of us had our spinning wheels on the LRT.
That would have attracted some attention, I would imagine.
Thankfully, it wasn't the kind of attention that the Edmonton LRT currently seems to get. And the other time was last year or the year before. Statement Junkie hosted a knit together for Worldwide Knit and Public Day, so we went and sat there with some people.
Yes, that's the only time I've gotten to do it, because inevitably I seem to be somewhere else on Worldwide Knit and Public Day, or sometimes it coincides with birthday celebrations, so sometimes I am unavailable.
I'm always amazed that you always get the same questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Can I have it?
Are you knitting or crocheting?
Exactly. And a story about somebody they know that knits or crochets.
Yep.
I think we could start our own bingo game.
We potentially could.
Yes. Oh, might have
This
to put up
Worldwide
with
Knit
home.
and Public Day will be a lot of knitters, so I don't know if this is the one to play it at, but we might need one for next year.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
What are you bringing to work on it, World? Because the Yarn Rebels are hosting a Worldwide Knit and Public Day event at Prairie Fibre Fest. So, what are you planning to bring to work on?
me?
Yes.
It will depend what projects I've gotten completed by then. I'm likely to bring something fairly simple to work on, just because I suspect we'll be doing a lot of meeting people and chatting. Currently, I am in the middle of crocheting a baby blanket, so if that's not done, then I'll probably bring that. And if it is done, I might be making another one, so it's likely going to be a crochet baby blanket, because it is a nice simple pattern that allows me to chat and not have to focus on what I'm doing so much. So, how about you, Helen?
Well, I'm hoping to have this finished, but I doubt it. So I will probably be bringing along my sleeveless kanga. And it's a very simple knit. So again, one of those things you really don't have to think too hard while you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not big, so if it's hot, you're not sitting with this big heavy thing in your lap. So.
Exactly. This is not the season for Afghan knitting.
Yeah.
What you bringing, Kim?
Well, I'll probably throw in my flax because I'm in the body of it, so I can knit in the round without really paying much attention. Or depending on where I'm at with my Hermione socks, because I believe I'm still at the point of picking up stitches from the heel. So I'm not sure I want to do that around a group of people. Otherwise, I might toss in the Temu coasters that I'm working on if they're not done.
Oh,
Because
those are so cute.
they are, and they are so easy. So far, I've done 3 of the little ones
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these
in
ones.
the blue,
Oh, cute.
the green, and the coral. And I've done 1 of the big ones in the purple.
Oh, hold that up a little higher. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so cute.
Yes. And then I have 1 more little one and 1 more big one to make. And then I have the little pot to make to go with it.
Aw.
Oh, that's cute.
And it came with all of the yarn for like $8. And the yarn is soft. It's almost like an acrylic chenille.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
So,
And it came with
Very
the
nice.
hooks. It
so
included the hooks and their comfort grip hooks,
Oh,
the
nice. My
nice
favorite
rubber grip.
kind.
And it came with, hang on, because I've got the kit sitting beside me. You can see my scraps of yarn that I'm not currently working with.
Nice.
The glue sticks, I think, are because the eyes are supposed to stick on, but I think I will just use safety eyes. It came with 3 darning needles.
I wonder if are the safety eyes just for the pot, not for the
Yeah,
coasters,
it's just
right?
for the pot.
Yeah, then safety eyes makes sense for
It came
sure.
with
So,
some straight pins
hmm.
and a bunch of stitch markers that I don't really need for this because you're not doing continuous rounds in the crochet. You slip stitch at the end of each round. And then a bigger hook for the pot.
wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this little kit.
Have you
Well, I
been
mean, those
posting
hooks
it?
in the stores are $8 or $10 just a piece.
Yeah, it came with a 4mm and a 2.5mm.
Hmm.
Oh, perfect size.
So the coasters are done with the 2.5, and then the pot, you hold the 2 balls of cream doubled, so it's a little bit heavier.
Well, yeah, to hold up the coasters. So,
Yes.
Have you been posting any of it under the frugal fibers?
I haven't because I wasn't sure if Temu still had the kit available. But what you do with the little coasters is you fold them in half and then you roll them up and to put them in and they make a little blossom.
Oh,
nice.
that's very cute.
So the
I'll have to
only
see if they
thing,
still have it.
the kit, like the pattern is really easy to follow. It
Mm-hmm.
has, this is just the instructions book. It's also got a separate book with all of your stitches, but it's got stitches included in the abbreviations. The only thing is this one is geared for the succulents kit, so it doesn't tell you which colors to use for the rainbow flowers. So that I have to
Ah.
figure out myself, but that's minor.
Well, and if you're reusing the pattern, you can always use it with whatever yarn you want anyway. So,
Yes, and this is almost a DK weight yarn.
Hmm?
okay.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So, so two together would make almost a 4,
Yes.
a heavy 4. Okay, very cool. So all
Yeah, so
sorts of
all sorts of
so
goodies.
yeah. So we met with Kristen last week, and she explained about how Yarn Rebels are hosting the parking party.
Hmm.
And boy, it
I,
sounds like we may end up taking over the parking lot. We have to park out in the street.
I thought she said they were setting up behind them when they were going to have tents up.
They're setting up in between the Pomeroy and the college. There's a green area in between there.
Okay, so that'll be nice. Some
Yep.
of us
So
don't have to melt in the sun.
no, just bring a lawn chair.
Yes.
lawn
And
chair, beverages, sunscreen, maybe bug spray. You just never know.
yeah, the mosquitoes are kind of starting to come out a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
Depends on the heat and if there's a breeze.
Yes.
Maybe a portable fan.
I can toss one of those in. I have fans. We'll travel.
Yes, and a comfy chair, and of
Mm-hmm.
course the most comfy shoes you own for the Fibre Festival itself.
Yes.
What are
And,
you planning to look for there?
well, I'm planning to bring a bottle of water with me as well because I find the Fibre festivals, because of the crowds, can be very dry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what I'm going to look for there. Fireweed is not at the Olds one. They're coming to Lacombe, so I know I'm going to wait for Lacombe to hit up Fireweed.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I don't know.
Just
Huh.
Yeah.
seems to be such a variety. Lori has done a great job of
Oh, she
getting a real
has.
mixture of
Yeah.
suppliers and vendors.
Yes.
Man, like I say, my poor bank account's gonna take a hit, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, and not to mention, so will our sleep schedule because Friday night we're hosting the pajama party.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed. Bring your best pajamas and your project for a night of fun to get ready for the festival.
We
Yes.
get
We
12
we
again.
don't have the location yet because we're probably just going to host it in our room. So we'll post that on the Friday, but it'll be running from 7 to 9.
7 till
There's going to be
10.
snacks.
7
We
till
might have a movie playing in the background, and there's going to be some draws for a few prizes for people that
7.
Yes.
attend.
7 till 10.
Yes, we had it 7 till 10, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
So
Yes.
we get
Because
to
I
be
know
12.
us. We'll get nattering and, we'll lose track of time.
It'll be midnight. Come on. We know.
Probably, but I mean, a lot of the people that are attending may be vendors, so they'll probably want to get a decent night's sleep before the morning.
Yes, yes, indeed. It's going to be a busy day, and
Yes.
most definitely so.
What are you hoping to find at Prairie Fibre?
Ooh, I think I'm looking for some yarn for sure. Want to
I
see
don't.
what there is in bags for, because who can't always use another project bag?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I discovered I have no mugs that talk about knitting except my Christmas one.
Oh,
So I
I
may
don't
break
either.
the don't bring any more mugs home rule. And I just might find myself a nice ceramic mug and bring it home.
Or you may pick one out and get it for your birthday.
I just might. You just never know.
And if it's a gift, then no one can say anything about, you bringing home another mug.
And nobody will likely say anything anyway, so. I have
Connie
an
has a bit of a
extensive
mug
collection
addiction.
of mug. Yes.
If it's
Yes,
like my
extensive
house,
collections.
the rule at my house is you bring it in, one has to go out. So
I have some I could sacrifice, sure. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how I don't have a knitting mug.
Somehow I still seem to have a lot of mugs in my cupboard that are ones that were free promotional mugs with, labels of places that haven't been in business for 20 years, so those can go out.
Yeah,
It's like the old truck stop travel mugs.
yeah,
indeed. So,
Mm-hmm. What are you hoping to find, Helen?
I really have no idea. I haven't really got a project in mind right now. Um,
you're just letting the yarn take you where it will?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, don't worry,
I've been.
we can lead you down the garden path.
I was gonna say I don't think I need much help in the going down the rabbit hole. Uh, I haven't really seen a lot that's inspired me to work on stuff right now. So, that's why I was really glad to even find this sweater to work on it. It just has been nice to have a gentle knit and have something for myself because I don't normally knit for myself.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I knit shawls for myself, but quite often I knit for gifts. So
Yeah.
as I sit here
Mhm.
crocheting for gifts, so
So, yeah, so no, I'm just so excited to see it all. I love the Fibre festivals anyway. Um,
Mhm.
and it's just, I just love seeing what everybody has and different ideas people come up with. And it's just been fun. It's sort of like, uh, when in our theme song, it talks about, Alberta's the map and the wolves, the yarn is the lane. And really, that's what connects us all. And it's so nice to go to these things and connect up again with people we
Yeah.
haven't seen for a year. And
Yes.
there's like, you, it's like an old friend. You pick
Mhm.
up where you left off.
Yeah. And
exactly.
connecting with people that we only see at retreats and at yarn festivals.
Yeah, yeah, it's really nice. So, yeah, so it's
Yeah,
gonna
little
be.
mini girls getaway. So
Yeah.
Yes. However, I get a treat tomorrow.
Oh, I can't.
oh, what do you get?
I get penny time.
Oh, you get to see Penny tomorrow.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. And
Penny is.
she'll let me know when Linnybell's going to be up.
Oh,
So we can kidnap you for that, Helen.
so Penny is the biggest enabler in the world.
I thought that
She's
was Kim.
well, she learned from the professional. Let me tell you. I mean,
No, I knew before I met Penny.
Penny and Shelley are the ones who really, taught us songs, put us behind spinning wheels. Let us
Yes.
tell all those riddles.
Yeah.
And,
yes, indeed.
Yeah. They
and
helped me improve my technique so much
yeah,
because I
and
don't have knitters in my immediate family. And I mean, my grandma, when she knit, she was 9 hours away.
yeah,
So, yeah, having knitters that were on hand and willing to help you improve was just so appreciated and still is to this day.
yeah,
I think that's part of what finally made it stick for me again was having somebody to do it with.
Yeah, having that community.
Yeah. Because, like I said, in previous episodes, I've picked it up and put it down over the years, but this last time that I picked it up when we started going to the knitting group and started going to retreats, this time it stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't imagine not doing it. So.
Yes. Well, and I mean, we also, like, for myself and Connie, anyways, Helen, during COVID, when you were allowed your, small group of people, but you could only associate outside. Well, our husbands got into barbecue. So what would we do? We'd sit outside under the tree with our knitting
yeah.
while they were smoking something for 14 hours.
Exactly.
Well, and I mean, I used to knit online. There were a number of groups that continued, and we would meet online and all knit
Mm-hmm.
together as
Yeah.
long as our
And that
internet.
community and that community is so vital.
Yeah, and no one cares what skill you're at, or how long it takes, or how slow you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact you're there.
Yes.
So yeah.
Exactly.
So you were asking
Exactly.
how the show was last night. The response I've been giving everybody is, I wished I'd had my knitting with me.
Okay.
It was a fun evening. We went by bus. There was like 40, 45 of us that went together on a bus. So,
What
you
was
know,
the show?
it was, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But there was a lot of camaraderie and joking on the bus going down, as you're all going out for the evening together. The food
Mm-hmm.
was good. We had a great meal for supper. But I don't know what it is with me and musicals this year, but this is the second one I've attended where they are off key.
Well, I hope it's better when we go to the musical this summer then.
I know that's what I keep
Since
but it
we
was
have
fun.
tickets to Legally Blonde at the Citadel.
So it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We always have fun when we get together and go out, friends. But yeah, it was one of those evenings I wished I'd snuck knitting into my bags.
If there'd been a bus trip, my knitting would have had to come.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So this isn't really Fibre related, but what is your favorite musical of the ones you've seen? Or are there any you would recommend of the ones you've seen?
Well, it's probably the first year I've seen any for a long, long time.
And for me, I just enjoy all the ones I've been to. Mamma Mia, Matilda, Anastasia. They were all fantastic in their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say though, getting to see Miss Saigon when they still brought in the helicopter show was quite an interesting experience.
Yeah, I imagine that would be.
But musicals are something my sister and I have done for, sorry, traffic, are something my sister and I have done together for years.
Yeah.
The first time we went, she had won tickets to Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, wonderful.
And I was the only one available to go. So that started the tradition.
Well, it's nice to have something to share, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
My husband will happily buy someone else's ticket if he does not have to go to a musical. That being said, though, I did get him to sit down one day because there was nothing on TV, and I turned on Rock of Ages, the movie they made based on the musical.
Right.
And it's Tom Cruise. And he was leery because it's Tom Cruise singing. We bought the soundtrack. We have watched it more than once. It's actually a really cute movie. It has Tom Cruise and Catherine Zeta-Jones and Alec Baldwin and yeah.
Pretty star-studded cast, and it
Yeah.
is pretty good. So.
Yes. Even your husband, though, the first time we turned it on, looked at us like we had two heads.
Yes, yes. He's not really a musical guy either. So.
I just can't think of a musical that stands out. So that shows you how much. I mean, I'm from the generation where we did musicals in high school.
So did we. But I also went to a school for the performing arts in
Oh,
high school.
Well, yeah, that would definitely make a difference for
So
sure. So
we had performances of things like Into the Woods, and my favorite theater experience, though, to this day still has to be going to see Othello in high school at the Citadel because we could pick our own seats, and Megan Follows played Desdemona.
oh,
yeah, that'd be lovely.
I could have cared less that I was seeing Othello. I was 2 rows away from Anne.
Yes, that would certainly fill your Anne of Green Gables love. So
Yes.
yes, indeed. So
Yes, you will remember a bit of an addict to Anne of Green Gables.
So we have a busy weekend with Jam Party, the festival, the parking lot party.
And there's the hunt for the little goat guy at the festival as well for prizes.
Opal.
Opal, yes.
Opal the llama, right?
No, he's a goat.
Yeah, Opal's a goat. An Angora goat.
Okay. An Angora goat. Okay, this explains.
I think Opal's an Angora goat, isn't she, Ellen?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll be lucky enough to find one because I understand there's prizes and
Yes.
all kinds of good things happening this weekend. So,
Next weekend.
next
well,
the
yes.
weekend of the 13th.
The
So
weekend
even
of the
if
14th.
14th. So even if
Yes.
you can't get out to Olds, a lot of communities are hosting Knit in Public days.
Yeah.
So
If you go onto Ravelry or onto your local knitting group page on Facebook,
yeah,
someone will probably have posted where there's something going on.
yeah.
Or check Instagram for your local yarn shops.
So I know Joe normally hosts one out at her Joe's Yarn Garden.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, she usually does.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I think Numana usually has an event in their store as
Yeah.
well.
Yep. And I know a few years ago we met downtown in Edmonton
Mm-hmm.
by the big park by City Hall and Knit in
Oh,
Public.
in Sir Winston Churchill Square.
Yeah. So it's all over. Check your community. There's bound
Yeah.
to be in public. You
and
know,
if there isn't something now, there's still time to
Yeah.
organize something.
right.
Yeah. Throw out a chat on your local community page that, hey, Worldwide Knit in Public Days on the 14th. I plan to be bringing my lawn chair to this park. Please come and join me.
So just
You never know who you might meet.
Yeah.
That's right. Just be prepared for the standard 4 questions, which
Yes.
are
What are you making?
Are you knitting or crocheting?
Can I have
Can
it?
And then a story about somebody they know that knits or crochets.
Yes.
So inevitably, someone is going to stop and ask you. So just
Yeah.
Yes, will
smile.
you make me one? Yes.
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 And they're not trying to be mean or anything. They're interested. Then, you know what? We just play along, answer the questions. Sometimes they
In
may
a
get
lot
a
of
bit of a
cases,
silly.
yeah, in a lot of cases, it's nice for them to kind of go down that memory if they've got, that memory of a family member or friend that was a crafter, and they get
Mm-hmm.
to share that with you and revisit it themselves. So
Yeah. Well, like Jeannie said, I mean, crafting has such a positive impact on people's mental health that sometimes that memory can just improve someone's mental health.
Just make their
and make sure that somebody's still remembered by being talked about too, if it's
Yes.
somebody that's gone.
Yep. Exactly. Well, we hope to see you in Olds. We will be wandering around on Saturday wearing our Yabby Yaks podcast t-shirts, so you should be able to find us. Please come up and introduce yourselves. Let us know, about yourselves. Introduce yourself. And we look forward to seeing you there. And please, if you happen to be in Olds on the Friday night, come join us at the pajama party.
Absolutely. We'll see you there.
Yes.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.
Wheels are turning, the yarn's in tow. Through Alberta's fields where the wild winds blow. Connie threads tales with Helen spin. Kim's got the tea, let the chatter